Alright, so this is the demonstration of my implementation for this assignment. So first, we have to create a user groups. But due to limitation, I'm not going to create a group properly, so we are going to skip this part for now. Alright, so next step, I'm creating a VPC. So my VPC is covering over 2 zones, and in each zone, I have a public and a private subnet. In addition, I have internet gateway and a net gateway in my VPC as well. Here I have my project security group, which is placing within my project VPC. So there are 2 inbound rules. So one is enable HTTP access, and another one is enable SSH access. Alright, so I have my instance here, my project web server. So it's using Amazon Linux, and a security group is applied which enable HTTPS access, and this instance is placing underneath my project VPC. So we can try to copy the address, and yep, it's working. Alright, so I'm currently in AWS Cloud 9, and I have an environment created here. So let's move into the IDE. So I can try to demonstrate it. So here's my program. So I have to enter my name and my email. So they are checking if the name and email is valid or not. So let's say it's empty name. So it's kind of invalid names. So let's put a proper name. And for the email address, we have to follow specific email formats. So let's say we just use like, this is not a valid format, so it's not going to work. So let's say we input a format, a valid format, and it works. So it shows that a customer registered. Alright, so currently I'm stopping my instance, and as you can see here, the termination protection is currently enabled. So I'm going to upgrade my instance type. So maybe from a micro to small, right? So we apply to it, and yep, the type is changed. So we can currently try to run it back. Oh, sorry, my bad. Right, so I can monitor my instance. So there are like 7 graphs over here, so including like CPU utilization, network in and out in bytes, and etc. So besides that, I can also get my system log like that. Alright, so I have created an EBS volume, my project volume, and it is currently attaching to my project web server instance. Alright, so this is the terminal after that I have connected to my EC2. So in this terminal, I have created my file system. So I create a directories, like make directories, and eventually I mount it, so it is ready to use. Alright, so right now there's a snapshot created from my volume, my project volume. So this snapshot is created as a backup of my volume. Alright, so here is a database that I've just created for my EC2 instance. So a DB security group is created for it, and a DB subnet group is created for it as well. And the EC2 that is currently attaching to is my project web server EC2. Alright, so I have an AMI right here that is just created from my project web server instance, which acts like a template of an EC2. So here I have my load balancers. So in my load balancers is forwarding all the traffic to the target group, which is my lab group. And so in the lab group, it creates like instance. So it could be between 1 to 6 at most instance, as there's my configuration. So this instance is like, I use the image that I have just created just now. So it is basically identical to my project web server EC2, like the content, the operation systems, and so on. Alright, so if we get back to this load balancer page and we copy this DNS name and we paste in a new tab, we are going to get the content of the EC2 instance. So that's it for my implementation for this assignment. Thank you.